There's a wide world of flavor out there, and we love to embrace it all here at Freshtopia. Mr. Javier Menendez and his wonderful class of English students in beautiful Luarca, Spain, have inspired us to take on the challenge that is the experience of Spanish cuisine. So we're picking up those flavors in an exciting dish for you all to enjoy today. So today we're going to be doing a distinctly Freshtopian take on the Spanish national favorite paella. Paella is a dish whose origins remain shrouded in mystery, but through the magic of the internet we have come upon 3 possible solutions for the story of its origin. 1. There's the theory that the word comes from the Latin word patella, meaning pan. Paella is traditionally served in a unique double-handled pan and cooked over an open flame, so the name may come from the vessel that it is traditionally served in. 2. Another possibility is that it is from the Arabic word bagia, meaning leftovers, and that it was just a delicious and efficient way to polish off leftovers at the end of the week. Theory number 3 is that it comes from the Spanish por ella, meaning for her, and that it was originally made by a man for his fiancée. To this day, the dish is often made by men outdoors over an open fire. What makes paella paella, aside from the distinctive pan, is that it is a dish made often with rice and meat and or seafood, and the distinctive flavor and color of the wonderful herb saffron. Saffron comes from a flower, Crocus sativus. Each saffron crocus flower has 3 stigmas. It takes about 70,000 to 250,000 flowers to make 1 pound of saffron. Historically, saffron has been used as a dye, in perfumes, and as a drug. Sometimes people even cooked with it. Old-timey uses of saffron included its use as a sedative, expectorant, aphrodisiac, and diaphoretic. Today, saffron is readily available in most large grocery stores and specialty markets. Since it's the most expensive spice in the entire world, it might be stocked in a locked or secured area, so if you don't see any on that shelf, ask the manager. Find quality saffron by looking for threads that are brittle and well-dried and have a strong, fresh aroma. Also, make sure the saffron is all red without white or pale yellow parts, as these have none of the properties you want, and well, you're paying a lot for them. Saffron is unusual among spices in that its aroma and color components are water-soluble. This means you can infuse saffron effectively in a hot liquid like water or in room temperature white wine or citrus juice. Let it steep for at least 20 minutes before you add the infusion to your recipe. The longer the better. Include the saffron threads in your recipe since they continue to release aroma, flavor, and color for up to 24 hours. This dish differs from traditional paella in that we're going to be making it using predominantly fresh fruits and vegetables. We're not going to be using meat or grains, and we're going to be using fresh herbs and spices to recreate that unique and distinctively delicious flavor profile. For fresh paella, there's 4 components. For the saffron dressing, you will need a large pinch saffron, 2 tablespoons lemon juice, 2 tablespoons olive oil, 1 teaspoon agave syrup or honey, and dash of sea salt. For the oyster mushrooms, 1/2 cup oyster or other mushrooms, a 1/2 cup water, a 1/4 cup rice wine vinegar, 2 tablespoons namashoyu or soy sauce, 1 tablespoon dulse flakes or other seaweed, 1 teaspoon paprika. For the rice, 1½ cup turnip, 1/3 cup pine nuts, a 1/4 cup bell pepper, 2 tablespoons onion chopped, 1 teaspoon garlic minced, a 1/4 cup soaked sun-dried tomatoes, 2 small fresh tomatoes chopped, a 1/2 cup fresh peas, a 1/4 cup parsley chopped, and for the garnish, green olives, additional parsley, and a dusting of paprika. I'm gonna have one of those wardrobe malfunctions any second. Get us kicked off the air. The first phase of this recipe is marinating. There's 3 things you're going to want to start in advance of the rest of the recipe. The first is to put your pinch of saffron threads into your 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. That's going to extract the beautiful color and flavor and aroma from the saffron while you make the other 2. You're also going to want to start your sun-dried tomatoes soaking in some warm but not hot water. The final thing is to make our shrimp analog. and that's going to be your mushrooms soaking in some warm water with the namashoyu, paprika, and dulse flakes. Next, it's time to make our rice analog. First, peel and coarsely chop your turnips, the onion, the bell pepper, the garlic, and then add them to your food processor along with the pine nuts. Then, pulse it, turning it on and off until you reach a rice-like consistency with tiny granular pieces. Once your food processor has had its way with your rice ingredients, it's time to turn your attention to your saffron infusion. We're going to make it into a quick dressing by adding olive oil, a pinch of salt, and some agave syrup. Stick with me, we are moving fast and we are approaching the end. What you're going to want to do now is take your rice mixture, transfer it to a bowl, and add your saffron dressing. Mix them well, and then set them aside for while you do the rest so the flavors can get to know each other, become special friends. What you do while that is happening is you chop up your sun-dried tomatoes, nice and small, your regular tomatoes, your parsley, and make sure your peas are shelled. You're going to then add all that stuff back into your bowl with the rice in it, and then it's time to plate it up and garnish. I'm enjoying the diaphoretic action of the saffron, and I haven't even eaten any yet. One thing you can do at this point is let it sit overnight. The dressing will kind of soften up your turnip, make it a little bit more rice-like, and allow the flavors to marry a little bit more. Or if you're eager and you can't wait like me, go ahead and plate it up now. Since we don't have a proper paella pan, I'm just going to go ahead and put it on a plate to present. Take your mushrooms out of their marinade, chop up some olives, and garnish with additional paprika and parsley. So, I'm not a huge fan of that moment at the end of the cooking show when the chef in question has a bite of their wonderful thing they've made and praises their own genius at great length. But this is really good, you guys. Saffron, for being one of the most expensive herbs on the entire planet, is well worth it. It imparts a fascinating and unique quality to this dish. It looks beautiful, it's attractive, it's full of complex and wonderful flavors. Maybe a little romantic even for that special someone. So I really hope that you will give it a try because it is well worth the time.